Trojan War was fought between the Trojans and the Greeks, following the abduction of Helen of Sparta, wife of King Menelaus, by Prince of Troy,
and culminated with the famous Trojan horse, used to breach the unbreachable walls of Troy.
It's believed that it lasted roughly 10 years. However, like many of the facts surrounding the Trojan War, we're not quite sure.
First, let us have a look at the myth.
The Trojan War has its roots in the marriage of Peleus and Thetis, a mythical sea goddess. The couple invited many to their wedding. However, Ares, the goddess of discard, was not invited, and she was furious and promised revenge. The wedding guests sat down at the banquet table and prepared for the feast. Ares suddenly burst into the room. She made straight for the table, throwing a golden apple into the middle. She then declared that the apple belonged to the fairest of all the guests.
Without thought, Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite all reached for the apple, as they all thought themselves to be the fairest.
Desperate to be named the fairest, they begged Zeus to choose between them. However, Zeus realized the repercussions that his decision could cause and chose Paris to choose for him. Hermes relayed the message on to Paris, who accepted the offer. The three goddesses then proceeded to put forward a number of bribes, each desperate to sway Paris's vote their way. Athena promised him wealth. Hera promised him power. And Aphrodite promised him the most beautiful woman in the world. As agreed, Aphrodite promised Paris that Helen of Sparta, commonly agreed to be the most beautiful woman in the world, would become his wife. Paris immediately prepared to set sail for Sparta. However, his planned voyage did not so easily with all of those in Troy. He was warned by both his mother and the twin prophets Cassandra and Helenus not to make the trip. However, Paris ignored them and made the trip anyway. On arrival in Sparta, Paris was treated like royalty by King Menelaus. However, when Menelaus left to attend a funeral, Paris abducted Helen and took her back to Troy with him. Now let us have a look at how the movie portrayed this course of events.
And finally made peace.
However, Paris of Troy
And Helen of Sparta, wife of King Menelaus, are in love. And when Trojans leave Paris, Paris takes Helen with him.
Menelaus was outraged and gathered a vast army of Helen's previous suitors, as well as the famous hero Achilles, to seek revenge. Back in the times of the Greeks and Trojans, the gods had a major influence over the people and the decisions that they made. The people were immensely religious and were very careful not to insult and/or disrespect the gods, as they were certain that this would cause misfortune for them in the future. The Greeks worshipped the Olympian gods, and as did the Trojans. Although the idea of the gods living on a mountain in the sky may seem strange to us now, this was commonly accepted back then. According to all sources and descriptions, Hector was an immensely courageous fighter, the best of the best. Described by some as invincible, Hector, son of King Priam, was Troy's best fighter. However, unlike Achilles, Hector also had very strong morals and always put his country before himself. All in all, he was the perfect hero. And for once, Hollywood decided to toe the line and stick to the facts. As in the movie, Hector is also portrayed as courageous, immensely loyal to both his family and country, as well as brave, cunning, and is the only other man who has the ability to challenge Achilles. All in all, it is commonly agreed that Hector was a great leader of men and willing to lay down his life for his country. And so we can conclude, based upon what we have talked about, that although there are snippets of truth in the Hollywood movie, such as the description and portrayal of the character Hector, the majority is just for entertainment and only as a fine hold on the truth or the mythological facts. However, should this really surprise us, because at the end of the day the movie wasn't made to educate, It was made to be a blockbuster and make millions.